Hello, and I'm so glad that you could join with me today. We're going to be pulling some cards for the collective. If there's anything here that resonates with you, I would love to hear from you in the comments. I appreciate your favorites and reposts as well. If you would like a more personal reading, please feel free to reach out. All of my readings are by donation and any amount is welcome. No one will be turned down for an inability to donate. I'm always happy to do readings in exchange for reviews. Let's see what messages we have here. The Wheel of Fortune. So we're starting to feel that shift finally. It was starting to feel a little stagnant. It was starting to feel a little bit like it wasn't ever going to change. And Spirit is insisting that we remain consistent in our efforts. We remain focused in all of the things that we've been trying to accomplish. That we consistently do the steps necessary for the manifestations to be welcomed into our lives. Sometimes there are some things that we have to take care of, and we know because they press on us, and Spirit tells us over and over, you must do this, you must do this. It's nagging in your brain. These are little things. These are things that keep us busy. These are steps that clear the way for us. It's making that phone call and getting that thing taken care of. It's canceling that extra bill. It's cleaning out that closet. These little individual things make big motion when they're all adding up. So the Wheel of Fortune, as it turns, requires that consistent momentum from you. And while we do take those moments to rest and reflect and things, we do have to continually stay focused on what we're trying to accomplish if we hope to continue feeling that movement at this time. Now, for many of you, you are coming out of a very dark place. And as you welcome in and usher in all these wonderful blessings, there's a lot of doubt and questioning in your mind about, is it going to last this time? Is this the right one this time? And Spirit is asking you to please consider that it never delivers you something that's not yours. And it never intends to deliver something to you that is meant to be misleading. But if we don't consider that some things are here for the lessons and the preparation and the level up, we are not allowing them to fully manifest. Each step is what keeps this wheel turning. And as this wheel turns, we're going to have moments where things are going exactly our way, and that is the nature of things. We will naturally have this occur for us in periods of time, and then we come to periods of rest, and then we come to periods where things feel like they're very much a struggle, and we really have to really stay focused and really work hard to get through that bottom part of that cycle. And we're really pushing through, and then we start to feel everything on the up and up again. We need to continue with that momentum so it just keeps the wheel turning. But as this wheel is turning, we're now approaching that area where we're starting to feel the relief. We did do a lot of work. We did remain consistent even when it was difficult. And now we're starting to feel all these wonderful things. There's no reason for you to doubt any of this. This is all here for you, and this is all a part of your manifesting. This is the next stage for you. So welcome it and appreciate it. Don't cast doubt on it. Don't sour it with worries and shoulda, coulda, wouldas and regrets and I didn't do enough. Just stay consistent. Continually focus on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Don't beat yourself up about it when you have a day that isn't as productive as another day, because you can start again. Every day is also a cycle. And we're going to have every up and down in those days as well. All of this is just a natural course. I'm getting for some of you that you're finally starting to see a break in your business. You're finally starting to see an increase in sales and productivity, or in finances, bookings. Things are coming in at a steadier rate for you now. And it feels really good, but in the back of your mind, it's, oh no, what do I do when it slows down? We're not supposed to be worried about that right now. What we're supposed to be doing is consistently doing the things that brought us to this point, because that's what got everything moving again. Keep it moving. And again, Wheel of Fortune comes in, and then we've got Nine of Wands. Look at all the work you've done. Look at it all. It's not time to look back and look at the things that you've accomplished as not being enough. It's not time to look at them and saying, I wish I had. It's not time to look at it and say, still not there. What you're supposed to be doing at this moment is recognizing all of the hard work you've done. That it was all of the efforts that you were supposed to be putting into this endeavor. And when you look back, you can celebrate all of those steps that have brought you to where you are right now. That's a lot of hard work you've done. There's no reason to put yourself down. There's no reason to hurry and rush. Things happen at the appropriate time when we're fully ready for them. And in some cases, it doesn't come all at once. In a lot of these situations, it is one step at a time. Have some patience and understanding with yourself for this as well. And recognize that if we can just trust and allow and know and understand and have faith that these things are all panning out the way that we desire them to, that's going to put us in our element, that's going to achieve exactly what it is that we're hoping to achieve. If we can just trust and allow that work is what's doing it, we kind of put all that doubt to rest. And we open ourselves up to possibilities that we didn't consider before. I'm getting for some of you, there's an opportunity in front of you that you don't know if that's the right opportunity for you, and you're kind of questioning. But Spirit wants you to evaluate why you think that's not what you asked for. Spirit is saying that there is opportunities being presented to you. In some cases, there's been a few opportunities presented to individuals who, because it wasn't perfect, they decided not to take the opportunity. Unless there's some very distinct gut feeling, instinctual feeling of this is bad, this is a scam, this isn't real kind of situation. It doesn't have to be a perfect match. What you have to recognize is that is an opportunity that will put you in position to receive what you're asking for. It might not look like that when you initially look like it, but Spirit's landing it in your lap and you're looking at it like, well, I got more to go. You're saying, but how about this for now? Can you take this for now and then see where this goes? And you're trying to look at that and scrutinize every little detail. Well, that's not perfect. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect yet. Does it feel like the level up? Does it feel like the next step? Does it feel like it's still in alignment with where you want to be? Because if that's the case, you're supposed to be going with those. Now, Spirit is not going to allow you to miss anything that is yours. You absolutely are going to have as many opportunities as you need to get it. But stop over scrutinizing what things look like. What does it feel like? Does it feel like it's next in line? Does it feel like it's what you're supposed to be doing? Those are the things that we're supposed to be embracing. We're going on how it feels. We cannot be too perfectionist in what things look like. Some of these opportunities don't show all that they have to offer. All of the potential is not laid out there for you to see. Because Spirit wants to know if you still trust yourself. Are you still willing to do the work? Are you still willing to push forward? And it's not about working harder. It's about working more in alignment with what you're trying to accomplish. I'm going to pull one more card. Focus. The Two of Wands is, again, I'm putting this all into one reading. These three cards all go together. This is all about the same group of people who maybe take on too many tasks or try to spread their energy between too many endeavors or too many people, trying to satisfy other people and having too many other obligations. Spirit's asking you to kind of pare away the things that aren't necessary right now. You're trying to accomplish a goal, and you're not going to lose anything that's meant for you in the achievement of that. But if you don't stay focused, you don't necessarily have all of your power being directed into that, and that can be why it feels like it's taking so long. Take some time. We're coming down to the end of the year here. that's going to require us to get rid of, declutter. We love our hobbies. We love our side projects. We may even love our, all our volunteer projects. Spirit is saying that some of us have taken on a few too many things, and it has become a little bit overwhelming. And instead, what we're focusing on is releasing some things, letting some things go, putting some priorities to the side for later. We can pick them back up when we can. But right now, there are some things that require your attention, and they require you to be focused. Focus on that. Courage. There's different types of courage. Courage is both the type of energy that propels you to put yourself out there and take a risk. Courage also is, in some situations, understanding that you have to stand your ground and that you have to maintain and be consistent in what it is that you're trying to accomplish in the face of some kind of conflict. Getting that some of you are receiving some conflict, and you're being asked to let down your guard, being asked to compromise, and I say compromise, but you understand that this is not a fair compromise. Standing up to this individual is going to mean that you may get cut out or you may lose an opportunity. But as the previous card just said, that's just preparation for what's next. We don't want to allow that to bother us. So we're either going to be putting ourselves out there in order to receive a no, because it's not time yet. But in some situations, I feel that some of you are being asked to move your boundaries, adjust your boundaries. And this is not within your alignment. And you know that, and you feel that deeply within your soul. You know that what they're asking you to do is just not, it's not in alignment. This is where we're going to have to be very, very consistent and strong for ourselves. You're going to have to be willing to take whatever reaction or response comes your way. You may have to leave the situation. You may have to do something more drastic to protect your energy in the situation. I'm definitely feeling that some of you are needing to leave a situation, and that is the part that's difficult. If you are concerned about someone coming after you, coming to for retribution, for revenge, or perhaps their own other ill intent, Spirit is asking you to be brave and take that jump. It's going to be exactly what you needed to do. Spirit is saying there is a guardian, protective angels that are watching you, and you're gonna narrowly manage to get through all of the challenges that it takes to escape the situation that you're in. So whilst for some people courage is simply standing up for themselves or putting themselves out there and knowing that they may receive an answer that they don't want, this is also referring to some other individuals who have a much more detrimental situation. And Spirit wants them to know that they're very loved and protected, and you can ask for help and you can do what you need to do. And Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith and be brave and stand by what you know you deserve and ask for help when you need it. And all of these things require courage. All of these things require you to be very brave and stand up for yourself. And this is of the utmost importance right now for a number of us. So truth transcends illusion. I'm getting from Spirit that there is some mistruths being spoken about you. There are some individuals that don't have your best interest in mind, that have woven a story to garner support for themselves or their position, to make it look like they are, much more honorable and well-intentioned than they actually are. This can be very destructive to how you feel inside. It can take you off balance. It can take you off course from what you're trying to accomplish if you spend too much time feeling as though you have to defend yourself in this situation. And Spirit is telling you, you do not. All of the truth of this is coming to light in the perfect timing. I feel like that courage card is talking about that. So it's like, well, if I leave, they're going to be able to say whatever they want to say. Only for a minute. And all of that's going to come to light. And unfortunately for them, it's going to pan out a lot worse than they might anticipate. Because Spirit sees all. So you take the leap. Be brave. Stand by your boundaries. Because the truth of the situation will absolutely come forward. You absolutely will not have to doubt or question. Nobody is going to look at you in the way that they want people to look at you. They want people to see that you're weak, or that you're this or you're this. I'm getting for some of you that you were being called lazy, that you didn't put any effort into things, but you were being sabotaged. Like every effort that you made, there was somebody that was like secretly doing negging, or trying to sabotage you in some way, undermining your efforts, going behind you. I'm getting for some of you, this triggers me a little bit because it happened to me. Somebody is going to a family member, and making these statements, and your family member is not defending you, or your friend is not defending you. It's somebody very close to you. They're not defending you in the way that you can. They're going to be very, very embarrassed when the truth comes out. And this card only comes up when we know it's coming. This isn't something that you have to stress about. You just focus on you and the things that you want, and moving forward. You be brave. You jump ship. You do what you need to do. Everything that's transpired here, it's going to turn in your favor. Now, for some of us, that's just going to mean that we finally feel free, that our conscience is free. And for many of us, that's really all that we need. That clear conscience will allow you to sleep at night. They have to deal with the consequences of their actions. But for others, it may have resulted in a lack of resources or support from people that you depended on, or that you were counting on, or that were supposed to go into business with you, or work on a project with you, and it's changing their feelings about the situation. Spirit is providing a situation that will clear the air for this. Now, anyone who stays in that illusion and doesn't want to live in that reality, they weren't meant to be in that situation anyway. And for some of us, I'm also getting there's some individuals here, you don't necessarily want to see the truth of what's occurring here. You're feeling as though it's too painful to open your eyes to the reality of this. But Spirit can see the dishonesty and the lack of genuine energy here. It's trying to show you, it's sending you message after message after message after message saying, hey, we need you to wake up. This is not what you think it is. If something is constantly making you feel a little bit bad, it's just the same as a big make you feel bad. Lots of little feel bad is still going to end you up in the same place. So for some of you, you're looking right at an individual that you see all the time, you communicate with all the time, not recognizing the kind of damage that they can do to an individual's spirit. And it's difficult. We don't want to necessarily admit the truth, because I'm getting, these are people that are very close to you. I'm getting in some cases, this may be a sibling or a parent that is just toxic. And unfortunately, we're not promised when we're born into our blood family that these people are going to love us and support us in the ways that we deserve. There's no guarantee there. Those are also lessons in past that we find our way on. And so for some of us, it's really difficult to be aware of and to just admit that this is a nasty situation that isn't going to improve, and Spirit really wants you to be aware of it. The fault line. So this is similar situations here. There's a couple different groups of people that these cards are addressing, but in very similar ways. It's just depending on where they are personally. So we've come to this point where we're recognizing that there is no safe way to continue forward beyond this. It's time to take action and be brave and do what it is that you need to be doing. Your intention and your actions, even the little ones, every little step matters greatly in this situation. This is such a precarious situation to be in. You need to step carefully. You need to plan. And if you already have done that and you see some openings and it's just about being afraid to jump, Spirit is saying it's not going to get better here. There's a big old divide and the ground is unstable. Get out of here. For some of you, this is coming to the end of your journey and you're a cycle with these individuals. Something has caused a great divide. There's something that you do not agree with. I'm getting some big parting of ways here. This is, and I wish you well. Good day, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, for your service. We very much appreciated it. But time is done and I must be careful because there are a lot of factors here. There's a lot of different aspects of what's occurring here. There's a lot of very delicate conversations that need to be had. And in some situations, there's no time to talk. In some situations, you need to grab your stuff and go. We do not stay in the path of the fault line as it continues to open. It's only going to get bigger. It's only going to become more dangerous. You don't want to be standing here when it decides to open up. You're going to fall into that and it's going to be a lot harder to get out of that mess. Spirit is asking you to heed the advice of the cards. Stay focused. Be courageous. Take the actions that you need to act on. You know what you need to do, and it is difficult and it is scary, but you're going to have to trust that everything that needs to be everything that needs to be moved from your situation, everything that you've asked to be changed in your life is being removed by this situation. You didn't necessarily think that that's what it was, but Spirit is now showing you, here you are, you're standing here, what are you going to do? Are you going to allow it to swallow you up? Are you going to take the action that you want to take and move forward and get where you need to be? So there's so much here for you in this reading, and I hope that I've been able to touch on some of the different individual situations that you may be enduring. If you have any need for a personal reading, please reach out. Much love and many blessings to all.